Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Wookie, and I'm back with another fake Grand Order video. A whole bunch of them in store this time. I'm back! I'm feeling pretty good right now, so the regular video should be coming back. I've taken enough time to rest, and I've picked the perfect time to come back because there's not much to talk about until potentially around... I mean, the new event probably is going to start sometime, maybe 13th, 14th. Don't worry, there'll be a video talking about that coming out pretty soon. But for right now, I wanted to do some other stuff because it's been a bit since I've recorded videos, and I want to get back in the groove of things. And the best way to get back in the groove of things is to continue on doing the interlude catch-ups that I was doing. And they'll be put out throughout the week just because there's not much to do. And now that I'm feeling better, I can finally release videos again. You have no idea how... antsy it gets when you like releasing videos and then all of a sudden you can't do it no more. So anyway, that's a long way of me saying welcome back everyone. Let's get into some interlude, shall we? Now, which one should we do? Well, it is a spooky season, so I'm gonna go with the Van Gogh, who you wouldn't think is a spooky servant, but I think she might probably be the scariest foreigner just based off of the one event that she had. Is maybe the scariest event that FGO has had so far, at least on the NA version of the NA side of the game. Really insane. It's scarier than any of the Halloween events that we've had, but to be fair, none of the Halloween events have been scary on purpose. It's mainly this one, the one summer, and then I don't know. It's like a tie for last between every other Halloween event. So let's go. Van Gogh time. Interlude. Interview with Meister. Reference to interview with a vampire. It's my first time doing this kind of video. I don't like where this is starting. Just try to relax, okay? Right, this video's for the database, so the more naturally you can respond, the better. Yes, of course. You are so pure-hearted. Guess my Van joke fell flat. I mean, Goghpire. I love Van Gogh so much. The shitty puns are very endearing, trust me. They're working on me. Okay, you can ask me anything now. Why don't you start by introducing yourself? I'm Van Gogh. Well, it's actually pronounced Van Hol. Wait, really? Hold up.
Dutch.
Oh, I guess it is a Dutch name. Yeah, for a second there I got flashbacks to my comment section telling me how to pronounce names. Van Ho? Van Ho? I'm gonna keep calling you Van Gogh in my native Dutch, but Van Gogh is how I'm known in your country, so please call me that. See, respectful. I understand it's not your native language, just call me Van Gogh, it's okay. I'm a foreign servant, and my true name is Clytie Van Gogh. Spoilers for the Van Gogh event. Tell us more about the Van Gogh part of your name. You know what? I want to hear about the man, the myth, the legend, Van Gogh. That comes from an eccentric painter, Vincent van Gogh. Vincent is also pronounced a little differently in Dutch, but I'll stick with the English pronunciation here since that's the one you know. Apparently, I'm very famous now. Even my sunflowers painting, it's so overwhelming. Yeah. Oh, but I'm not exactly the real historical Van Gogh. He was a man. John Tenta, tell us about your noble phantasm. I have two. Each is based on one of Van Gogh's paintings. The first painting is called Cypress et Village. And then the other one, though it's better known as The Starry Night or De Starry Nacht in Dutch. I can't say Dutch, so just that's close enough. The second one, which he called either the house and its environment or the street, is known as the Yellow House or Het Gele Huis in Dutch. It means to be a painting of where me and my friends could live in peace. De Starry Night modifies my allies, turning them into gods. It's a symbol of another world's blessing brought about by the priest of water obsession. Het Gele Huis can make its targets cold, protect or curse them. It's a symbol of another world's malice, embedded with the noble of a wind's favoritism. With these two noble phantasms, it's my firm wish that the fragrant yet terrible flower hermit's self-righteousness will lead to the other world's triumph, followed by its inevitable spread. Not that I quite know what any of that means. Apparently, I was kind of stitched together as a means of unleashing their starry night. I was also embedded with the curse of the sunflower to prevent me from refusing to use their starry night by taking my own life. Thanks to you, Master, I can now use my noble phantasm safely and for good. But if I screw up, I could end up remaking other foreign-class heroic spirits in more bizarre fashions. So please keep me on a short leash, Master. I'm counting on you to keep me under control. Van control, if you will. I appreciate that Van Gogh is very forthcoming, saying you really should not have summoned me. I spell so much disaster for you in so many ways, but kind of rein me in a little bit. Don't make me go too crazy. Yeah, I got it. By the way, what's Waga Nagel something or other mean? Eep, you've heard me saying when I release my noble phantasm? Oh gods, I'm so embarrassed I might just bloom. Anyway, it's just another way to say the same kind of thing Hokusai chants. For foreigners, chants like that really help psych ourselves up. I know it's weird, isn't it? Maybe I should do the same version as Hokusai. Then we could be like 2 peas in a pod, or maybe 2 seeds in a sunflower, and just another little Van joke. That checks out. It all matches up with our existing profile. Okay, Master, why don't we move on to some more detailed questions? Is it true you're only 5% Van Gogh? Do you still have your memories of being Clytie? Let's hear a little bit about Clytie. Sility or something like that. No, not one of them. If I did, I think my life would be at least a little easier. But no, my memories are all Vincent's. I don't have any from my life as a mythological water nymph. But that's okay. Unlike a certain Gogun I could mention, I generally don't like making things purely from memory or imagination anyway. Well, that reminds me, sometimes people ask me if I remember anything about the Apollo here in Chaldea, and all I can say is, not really. That said, I do feel my chest tighten whenever I stare at him from the shadows. It makes me feel like I'm going to bloom. Maybe that means Clytie's regrets are still engraved somewhere in my spirit origin. I guess I'm still getting to know myself, so it's hard to say what the future holds for me. So your personality is based off the painter or the nymph? I'm honestly not sure myself. Vincent was from relatively modern times, so there's a lot of documentation about his life, including testimonies from his friends and family. I can also clearly remember things he said and wrote, down to what he was thinking and feeling at the time, and it all feels right. But when I take a step back and compare him to me, even though some things still line up, I can't shake the feeling that there's something off. Of course, it could just be my subconsciously convincing myself those painful, embarrassing, overly confident letters I wrote back then never happened. Of course, I'm not really anything like the high-spirited Clytie myth describes either. Right now, my best guess is that my current personality is Clytie's after she fell into her obsession with self-punishment. That would explain my physiological response to Apollo and the guilt I still feel about my mistakes. I think that explanation makes the most sense, and that's before you get to something else I've been thinking about lately. Can I share a theory with you, Master? Yep. When you think about it, it's really strange. I have all the memories of one of the best-known modern painters, but my body is from another being entirely. Even my gender is different, and even now, all those differences makes it hard for me to stay mentally stable sometimes. So given all that, why is it that I'm still able to perfectly reproduce Vincent's paintings? Since my problems are so different from his, you would think I'd produce entirely different art than he did, but I don't. Does that have something to do with your personality? That's a good question. I've never actually thought about that. Yes, I'm still guessing here, but to use an analogy from your time, I think my personality is like software that's been reverse engineered to reproduce Vincent's talent on different hardware, that is, Clytie's body, while still using the data from his life. So now I'm a twisted, incomprehensible, repulsive, allegorical, inhuman portrait of a spineless, insignificant girl. imbued with the symbolism of an anguished painter hanging upside down, something that can only be interpreted through the heart of a regretful water nymph. I think that best sums up my personality as Clytie Van Gogh. Oh, but that's nothing to be sad about. If I'm right, I'm actually happy about it. Heroic spirits are all imitations of people from the past. It's normal for them to not be their true selves. But if I'm not Clytie, my base, or Vincent, my symbol, then that would mean I'm just me, right? If I'm just me, there's nobody else quite like me. And I can just go by the name I feel suits me best. I can't thank Nemo, you, and everyone else at Chaldea enough for helping me see that, Master. So please allow me to express my gratitude and pledge my loyalty to you again. I promise I will always serve you faithfully for as long as my spirit's body lasts. Aw, thank you, Van Gogh. I'm including myself in this. I'm sorry, I got a little caught up in the emotion of the moment. I'll edit this part out later. Okay, for our next question, Master Van Gogh, get down! Get down, Mr. President! What was that? An enemy attack? That's right, I don't know where they came from, but they look like demonic books from the library. Bro, books that are attacking us? I'll have to finish the interview later. Master, right now we need to do something about them. I'll fight too. I just re-swore my loyalty a minute ago, after all. Don't worry, Master. I'm going to get these things the handshake of their lives and aim for our name for your number one servant slot. Damn, bold statement to make right in front of MASH. Really? Right in front of my MASH? Alright, let's see. Berserker and a caster? Well, this one's obvious because obviously we're using Van Gogh, so we need to get the double Van Gogh and get going. First, we need to go to Toon Squad. Okay. You know, I'm not making the craziest Van Gogh team in the world, but I am at least making a Van Gogh team. Okay, just to be sure, do you have the things I need here? Entity from the Outer Realms. Good enough. And then from there... Oh, I should pause. Alright, that should be decent enough for what's needed here. The back row is really just there if I need them. Didn't really change them too much because I was like, it's fine. If they show up, they show up. But I'm fighting a bunch of bugs. It should be fine. Alright, now here's the greater question. Do I remember how to play as Van Gogh? Let's find out. I don't want to really use a lot of this on them right now. So I feel like it's fine if I just go here for the time being. And just fight these sketchbooks like normal. I can also likely just get a quick Noble Phantasm off of Voyager as well. So here. Oh, I forgot his is a full 50%, so I could have just done that. Could have just done that a little earlier, that's fine. It's fine. I mean, if they survive this, I'll go here with Van Gogh. That's right. Pale blue dot. Nope, they sure did survive that. Okay, 3 of them at a time, that makes it okay. So this applies Guts, if I remember right. So, applies Guts, applies Curse. Apply Curse and increase MP for amount of Curse applied to yourself. This one... Apply Curse for all allies. And then this one is the Absorb one, right? Yes, okay, so I'm gonna go... there. I did that in the wrong order again, it's fine. Okay. I'll go like that for the time being. And then we're gonna look into hitting these dudes. And I think that should be okay. Like I said, it's been a bit, so I was like, okay, I fucked that up pretty bad. I was supposed to go probably the middle, a skill first, and then the last one, and then the first one. There we go. Good job, girl. You're fucking him up. I believe is in ya. Way to scare him off, too. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, here, here. Perfect. And then he should take him out. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I'm thinking there's another 3 books here. No, there's only 1 dude. Okay, that's fine. They're dead then. Because now I'm going to take it all. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's much better. There we go. It took me a bit because I was a little bit out of it, but that should be enough to completely destroy this dude. Has the previous one's buff in, and then it has their own. This should be just a complete stomp. If it's not, I'll be sad. Close enough. Alright, alright, alright. And I got some little pages. Those things were pretty strong. What were they, Master? I have no idea either. Normally an attack like that would trigger an emergency alert, but there hasn't been any. Is there anything written on the book monsters? Whoa! Alright, I'm back after taking a pause, and my OBS just randomly decided to stop working in the middle of the recording, but okay, it should be fine now. I'll check. I like reading. Okay, I was checking the video. Ask about Van Gogh the Painter more by Da Vinci. Is this book supposed to be cue cards? Like the things they use to give television actors their lines? I've heard about these. They're sort of like message boards the creators of show use to give direction to performers without stopping the recording. I see, so this is a message from Da Vinci. I just wish you'd use a less destructive method to get it to us. Alright, Van Gogh, Master, let's take a moment to catch our breath and then get back to the interview. Alright, and I'll continue the Van Gogh interview in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace out. I swallowed spit. It's not because I'm sick. Goodbye.